Okay, folks, yabba dabba doo, and welcome to a Sunday afternoon game in Michigan here, just outside of Detroit. Here come your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite 12U Attanuccis onto the ice for this championship game of the Great Lakes Girls Fest against the EYHA Lady Dragons. Looks like we're going to get started a little bit early, probably not too early, but a little bit early nonetheless. As Holt's on the ice, here comes Coach Attanucci. It's another tight rink, not as tight as this morning, but still pretty tight. Service here is interesting to say the least, so hopefully the signal holds and I get you a championship game. It's funny how three different rinks in the same facility have three very different signal situations, but we'll do what we can to get you a game and get this game underway. As the coaches are making it to the bench, the girls are ready to go, and we'll see if we start a few minutes early here for this championship game. Girls are ready. Looks like some of our 10U girls have a giant panda bear down there. I think that's our 10U girls. I can't see that far. It looks like maybe Mrazek and either Dixon or Scarlatelli, the younger ones over there, with a giant panda bear. As the coaches and Kalen play closest to the dot again with the pucks, as they do before the games. And we're going to wait to get this game underway. I started early to get over the signal issues, so I'm here with you on a Sunday. Show you the Pens Elite faithful. There's Aaron waving to the folks at home. There's Jen and Tana and Patty and Heather. Fresh off another bone-jarring ride down the roads of Kandahar to the rink here in Detroit. For those of you who live in Pittsburgh, if you thought our roads were bad, the roads in Michigan say, "Hold my beer." And they take bad to a whole new level. As somebody hit the dot out there, I'm not sure who. I have to go back and watch the tape. But we've got a full complement here. We've got Jason and Michael and Shireen and Eric. And honorary coach Holt on that bench. And here come the Lady Dragons out of their locker room to the other side of the ice. So it looks like we'll get underway a little bit early here today. Not too terribly early, but maybe a minute or two on a Sunday afternoon just outside of Detroit at Big Boy Arena. We're on sheet A for this game as the girls are waiting. Just waiting on stripes, and we'll get this game underway. As both teams start chanting and cheering here. still we wait on stripes to get this game underway. The girls are ready to go. We're just waiting on stripes. Play 3 13-minute periods. As we eagerly await the appearance of stripes to get us underway. So while we wait, I'll give a commercial for the Granite City Brewery. We had a team dinner at Granite City Brewery last night, and after an hour and 15 minutes, we didn't even have the drinks. So I can't possibly thumbs down Granite City Brewery for their service level any more than you might imagine. They knew we were coming. They had an area of the restaurant cordoned off for us, and they assigned one server. And in a 45-minute stretch, we didn't see her at all. So Granite City Brewery gets 2 thumbs down from this announcer for their service at dinner last night. But this announcer also went and talked to the general manager and let them know that they needed to pick it up. And Kristen at Granite City Brewery did an amazing job recovering for our server. We chanted her name, and she performed an amazing recovery on behalf of the Granite City Brewery team, and things turned out okay. It just took almost 3 hours to have a team dinner, and we are still waiting on stripes. So as we continue to wait for stripes, we'll let you know that this EYHA team and the Penn's Elite team have played probably 4 or 5 times this season, most recently in Fort Lauderdale at the Mrs. Hockey Invite, where we beat them in a quarterfinal. So this team has some history this season, so we'll see what the match in Detroit holds as we continue to wait for stripes. All right, so they buzz them out onto the ice. Oh, here comes stripes. As they buzz them out onto the ice, we will get this game underway. Looks like Hal's going to have to put the net in place because there's only one stripe. The other stripe must still be in the bar or the bathroom. So Hal's going to skate the net in. Now Stevens is going to skate the net in. As Stevens brings the net in, the warm-up clock's already started, so somebody's got to get out of here early. As she sets it, hopefully she's not going to try to peg it, because quite frankly, that is Stripes' job. And we will get this game underway. 2:30 to go on the warm-up clock. This one is for the generic PIP medal with the tournament-specific sticker on the back. All the medals for PIP are alike. You just get a different sticker on the back when you win. Keeps Kathy's costs down that way. And they'll play for the generic PIP medal with the Great Lake Girls Fest sticker on the back. Saw the tournament director guy carry a bunch of the generic PIP medals with the tournament-specific sticker on the back over to the announcing booth area. And with 1:55 on the warm-up clock, we will wait for them to pick them up, put them away, and we will get this game underway. Looks like it's going to be goaltender Hal this afternoon. Goaltender Barber played a spirited game this morning. Kept the girls in it when it got close at the end, made a couple of critical saves as McVeigh hits her in the mask. Second chips one past her. Betzler goes 5-hole. Shannon goes 5-hole denied. Gaffney hit the net as Barber skated out, and here comes Hal to take some shots. So still only see one stripe, which will pose a challenge. And we're down to 54 seconds, and they'll pick them up, put them away. And we'll get this game underway. 22 of you on a Sunday afternoon. I'm honored and thankful that someone takes the time to watch these broadcasts. Our 10U's lost in their semifinal this morning. The 10U Gas Gabs are going to play in the championship of their division of the Motor City Girls Fest. Our 14U girls are going to play in their championship game of the Motor City Girls Fest. And we are playing in our championship game. The 16s lost in a semi. 12U Sweezum lost in a quarter. And the 19U's played a consolation game earlier today. So they're going to pick them up, they're going to put them away. They're going to gather around the net that's not pegged. We still only have one stripe. And we will get this game underway as the Penns Elite faithful files in. You can see it's a large Penns Elite crowd today. And the girls are going to gather around the net. Maybe Stripes is going to go peg that net now. He's looking for his partner. Not sure where he is. Dragons are ready to go. Our girls are still around the net. Hopefully Stripes knows this net needs pegged. And here they go. They break the net. And Zivkovic's going to chase the pucks. And Stripes is going to go peg that net. At least the one stripe we have. The girls will go get final instructions from Coach Attanucci, Coach Jason, Coach Michael, and Coach Shireen as the second stripe is fumbling with his skate guards to get into the rink here. And he finally did manage to get them off, and here he comes. So stripe number 2 has arrived. We're going to start this game with the numerical line. I'm not on the red line, as you can see. Mrazek, Dixon, Scarlatelli with Blinker and Bukovic back, as stripe number 2 is going to put his skate guards in the penalty box. And we will get this game underway momentarily. Well, we have no goaltender. There goes goaltender Howe. Over to the net. Stripes checks with Howe. Stripes checks with score. And we're underway in this championship game of the Great Lakes Girls Fest. Scarlatelli up the far side. Drops, nobody there. Dragons pick it up. They poke it back to neutral ice where Bukovic is going to pick it up. Bukovic sends it up the wall, but not out. It goes to Dixon. Dixon sent it ahead too far for Scarlatelli. The Dragons regroup, send it in back down the far side, where Bukovic does a dangerous cross-ice pass to Dixon. Dixon up, turns it over to the Dragons as they get separated from the puck by Mrazek. They battle here along the wall. Dixon and the Dragon, and now it's Blinka. Blinka's had a good weekend. She shoots it further up ahead. Scarlatelli picks it up. Scarlatelli gets shouldered off the puck and comes down to the near wall where the Dragons are going to bring it up through neutral ice. And they're going to be offsides with 12:08 as Barber bangs the blocker. Down to 1 bar, so hopefully this is still going out. And we got Warner coming through neutral ice now. Warner down the wall, centers it, Shannon. Shannon drops it to McVeigh. McVeigh, Warner shoots, goalie saves that rebound. Still loose behind the net, they're battling for it. It's in front, they continue to battle. Gaffney's swinging, Warner has it. Over in the corner they battle, Dragons throw it around the back end. Over to Shannon. Shannon throws it in deeper, Gaffney's gonna battle. Zivkovic joins the battle, and they're going to come up the point. But McVeigh's going to turn, pick it up. She's going to turn it over to a Dragon. They send it the other way. Zivkovic pokes in there. They continue to battle. Dragons player falls down. Shannon does come out of there with the puck. Shannon skating. Shannon around, can't get a shot off. She gets a weak shot off. Goalie knocks that to the near side. Now in the near corner. As puck goes in the near side of the zone there. Sorry, I was distracted by some fans that came in. Stevens picks it up. Stevens gets stood up, sends it in. Dragons send it down. Betzler. Betzler to Blinka. Blinka backhands it ahead. comes over here to the near side for the Dragons. Betzler separate. Oh, that player picked it up, shot, missed far side. Clawhardy now. Clawhardy with a burst. Clawhardy overskates, picks it back up, goes into the corner. Now down into the near corner, Blinka. Blinka holds the point, sends it in deeper, but the Dragons are going to pick that up, send it by her at the near point, and send it all the way back down for an icing with 10-11 to go. So we'll come back down here. I'll get the clock back in sync at 10-11. And Stevens, Clawhardy, Makasenko with Blinka and Betzler back. Clawhardy wins the draw. Back to Blinka. Blinka throws it on net. It comes out. Stevens needs to chip in there. She can't get a shot off. Blinka. Blinka can't hold it. It's going to turn into a breakaway. Betzler needs to hurry. She's not going to get there. Drop pass. Howe with the save, and she can't cover it. This time she does cover it. And Betzler and a Dragon get into it a little bit in front of the net as they defend Howe with 9:54. So they'll come to the near circle. .954. They step in, face-off comes back to the far point. They throw it into the far circle. Dragons have it there. This time it's going to be Bukovic. She pushes it out. She blocks that shot, tips it wide of the net. And Scarlatelli's going to pick it up there, send it ahead. Dixon, foot race. Dragons are going to win it, but they may blow it. No, they wave it off. Scarlatelli's going to be the first one there in the corner. Dragon steps in front of her, they battle. Comes back to the point. And McVeigh turned it over. Mrazek tipped it off that player's stick. She's going to skate, send it back to neutralize, where Dixon's going to swipe at it. Now the Dragons are going to gain the zone. They're going to shoot high, miss to the near side. McVeigh picks it up. Fast-paced game so far. As the puck comes bouncing through center ice, Dixon leaves it for Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli down the far wall. She battles into the corner. She gets pressed into the wall, and Dixon joins the fight behind the net. In the near corner now. They send it back to neutralize Bukovic. Bukovic throws it over in front of the bench for Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli has a little bit of room down the far side. They put two players on her, and that goes in behind the net where the Dragons send it around to the near corner. Zivkovic and Warner join the play. Zivkovic bouncing puck off a Dragon towards the net. Warner's going to go battle behind the net, and Zivkovic's going to battle down low as Dixon comes up to cover her. They get by Dixon here, at least momentarily, and Betzler's going to take the puck top of our zone, send it back to neutralize. Scarlatelli was coming off. It's in the bench there. Gaffney swipes at it. Betzler falls down. Dixon sends it into the zone. She goes for a change, and they're going to come up the near wall. Zivkovic has it. Zivkovic clears. Shannon gets it across to Warner. It was behind her. And the Dragons are going to come across at the blue line, send it ahead, Warner. Warner's going to pick it up. Warner's going to take it all the way around now. She throws it up the wall behind Stripes. It gets out, and they're going to wave off the icing as the Dragons pick it up behind their own net. They bounce it ahead. Zivkovic picks it up center ice. Dragons pick it up there. They come down the near wall. They chip it in behind the net where Blinka's going to pick it up. Blinka around the corner to Warner. Warner chips it up the wall. Gaffney. Gaffney bounces it. It comes out. It went back in. They didn't call it. It definitely was out and back in again, and they didn't call it. As this time Warner will skate it. Warner gets it out. Tried to get it ahead to Shannon. Couldn't. Gaffney overskated. Puck in a couple of Dragons' feet as they send it deep into the near corner. 7:08 to go and go for a change. Zivkovic skating it up. Shannon ahead of her. Zivkovic passed it into the center of the zone where it's picked up by a Dragon. Stevens comes over. Stevens throws it in deeper to Shannon. Shannon throws it off the net. Far side. Puck around near side. Deep. Stevens battling. Stevens centers, cut off by a Dragon. And they're going to be content to send it out as Bukovic sends it along the blue line. Shannon wasn't out, and that is offsides. It's 6:35 to go. We now get Clawhardy out there with Stevens and Makasenko. as Makasenka battles for the puck along the wall. Clardy chips it in past everybody into the corner. And the Dragons are going to win that race. They're going to put it off the side of the net awkwardly. Now up the wall to the point. Bukovic holds it. They battle there. This time it comes out to the near wall, where Blinka's going to chip it. Oh, she just chipped it. It came back in as Clardy chipped it out. Now the Dragons have it top of their zone. Clardy applying some pressure. Up to the line, Stevens tried to pick it up, couldn't. They chip it back to neutralize, too far, and here comes Clardy. Clardy down the near side. She's got Makasenka over there. She put it to her. Makasenka bangs it in low left. Clardy with a nice pass to Makasenka. And Makasenka bangs it home low left, and your Pens are up 1-0. 5:53 to go first period. Clardy was coming down that left side and saw Kylie put it over there, and Kylie buried it. And it's 1-0 Pens. Scarlatelli steps in for the draw. She drops it back to McVeigh. McVeigh sends it over to the red line. Dragons send it in deep. They wave off the icing. Zivkovic. Zivkovic sends it, didn't get anywhere. Zivkovic again reverses direction. She sends it through the center of the zone off Dixon. Dragons deep. Zivkovic again. Dangerous cross-ice pass. Scarlatelli can't get it out, but Mrazek chipped it out. Mrazek chips it up to Scarlatelli as they gain the zone. It looked like Dixon was offsides to me, but it came out, so it won't matter. And the Dragons are coming down that far wall in a hurry. They get a shot off. Howe chips that to the near corner. 5:13 to go as Dixon battles with the Dragon. Now Zivkovic in the corner. Zivkovic up the wall to Dixon. Dixon up the wall, but not out at the point. We're putting no authority on these clears. And it comes around. Oh, McVeigh lost it back there. It's on the back of the net. Stripes blows it dead. With 4:57 to go. So an early goal by Makasenka on a nice pass from Clardy, and it's 1-0 Pens. $35 of you on a Sunday afternoon. I am grateful and thankful. Championship game. And in this rink, they got the heaters working, so believe it or not, it's actually warm. Too warm for me. Aaron Barber commented I wish I had my shorts, and he's right. Shannon up the far side. Shannon gets pulled down, and as soon as EYHA touches it, we're going to get a tripping penalty, and they're going to be short. And we'll see. Looks like they're going to leave Shannon, Gaffney, and Warner with Blinka and Betzler on this power play. As EYHA player is going to sit for 90 seconds. Stripes waits at number 42. She'll sit for 90 seconds. And Warner's going to step in. Dragons win that faceoff back. They take it behind the net. Into the near corner. They send it back through the center. Betzler tried to hold it, couldn't. And that's going to be an offsides with 4:35 to go. As Barber bangs the blocker. Warner's going to step in and take another draw. Dragons win it back. Betzler ahead to Shannon. Shannon battling with it. Tried to center for Warner. Couldn't get it there. Back to the point. This time it will get to Warner. She kicked at it. Lost it. And here come the Dragons as they send it off the wall. And that will be an icing. 4:19, a minute 4 in the power play. And here comes the Stevens, Clardy, Makasenka trio. Out for a shift. With, we're going to switch the back end too. It's going to be Betzler and Zivkovic. So Clardy is going to take this draw. Clardy over to Makasenka. Makasenka tried to chip it into Stevens. Couldn't do it. We battle in the corner. Clardy back to Zivkovic. Zivkovic bounces it in on net. Puck loose. Nobody was crashing the net. That puck comes out all the way down, and unless that gets through the crease, which it did, that negates the icing, and Betzler's going to chip it up to Stevens too far. Dragons chip it back in. Zivkovic turnover right in front of the net, and the Dragons have it here along the near wall now. Shot, miss near side. We need to get it out. We are short. That turnover by Zivkovic's created havoc here as they keep it in deep. And now Clardy has it. She should skate it out of here, I would imagine. Oh no, she sends it up the boards. They're going to hold the point. Stevens can't stop it. It goes in deeper. 18 seconds to go. We're going to lose this entire penalty time messing around in our own end, and now Clardy, no, they took it off Zivkovic again. Centering pass came off goaltender Howe, and now Betzler will finally skate it out. Up the near wall. Betzler tried to put it over to Makasenka, couldn't. They're going to go chase it down behind the net. They reverse direction. Up the wall, Zivkovic's going to try to hold it. Stevens threw it in deeper. The Dragons had it. They said that they tried to send it. Bukovic held it. And Clardy put it in front. Stevens whacks at it, and here come the Dragons the other way. Bouncing puck. Bukovic reaches in there and steers it to the near wall as they take it down into the corner. Stevens will pick it up there. 37 of you on a Sunday. Stevens goes down as Clardy picks it up now. Bukovic knocks it down. Turnover. Stevens pokes it back to Clardy. Clardy chips at it. I'm sorry, Zivkovic chips at it. Stevens sends it with authority this time. And that's going to be an icing. But it didn't matter. We needed to get it out of there as it was in there way too long. And she got it out, but it was an icing. And 2:25 to go. At the break, I'll show you Jen Shannon's carnival ride here on the bleachers. I'm gonna have to wait till the break though, because it's more than I can handle in a short face-off break. We got Scarlatelli stepping in to take this draw on the numerical line. McVeigh and Bukovic back. Shot from the point, missed far side. Bukovic is gonna hustle over there and chip that one. She's gonna send it up the wall. Didn't go very far. She fanned on it. Now behind the net, McVeigh. McVeigh's gonna battle for it there. It turned into a battle. And Mrazek chipped it around. Scarlatelli has some space. Bouncing puck. The ice is terrible over there. And Scarlatelli sends it for another icing with 2:01 to go. .201, McVeigh's going to back end here with Bukovic with Mrazek, Dixon, Scarlatelli out. Scarlatelli will step in for this draw. And Scarlatelli puts it over to McVeigh, who bounces it out slowly, but looks like it might have hit the bench. And we'll go back to the same circle. .156. Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli over to McVeigh. She can't handle it. Dragons poke it in behind the net. Lots of action in front of goaltender Howe. Mrazek chipped that away. Dixon overskates. Puck comes through the goal mouth. Back to the near far point. Far point shot. Bouncing puck. Loose in front. Howe gets her goaltending equipment down and covers it. And we got a Dragon shoving on Scarlatelli or Bukovic, and we know they're not going to put up with that. So here comes Warner, Gaffney, Shannon with Blinka and Betzler. As the girls are going to stick up for goaltender Howe. We've already seen that with goaltender Barber earlier this weekend. Warner's going to step in and take this draw. Comes to the top of the point. Shannon can't get a stick on it. Dragons tip it in deeper. They're going to battle in the corner. Dragons player falls down. Puck along the goal line. Betzler battles. Puck still bouncing. Blinka throws it to the point and out. And that should wave. Oh, they got his hand up. I would have thought they would have waved that one off, given it went right by a Dragons player. But we've got 1:18 to go. We're going to come back down here again. So we spent a lot of time down here recently, but it's been choppy. Face-offs after icings and other assorted stoppages in play. So we've got another draw here. 1:19, and it is warm in here with these heaters on. Warner over to Blinka. Shannon chips it by. Shannon up the near wall. She loses the puck at center ice. Dragons come back the other way. Into the corner, Betzler. Betzler all the way around for Gaffney. Dragons chip it in past her. Betzler chips it up into the Gaffney morass there with the Dragons players. They chip it behind the net, 55 to go. Dragons have it. They send it up the wall to the point. Shannon blocked it. Comes out, back to neutral ice. Dragons send it in, but they were offsides with 44.9. Looks like we're going to go to center ice for this draw. Stevens, Clardy, and Makasenka come out here with McVeigh and Zivkovic. Clardy wins the draw. Clardy goes up the far wall, loses the puck. Back to Stevens. Stevens battling with the Dragon, leaves it for McVeigh. McVeigh tried to get it through to Clardy. Makasenka picked it up. Here comes Kylie. Kylie up the near side. Kylie with a wide angle. Kylie drops it to Claherty. Claherty to Zivkovic. Zivkovic shoots, knocked down by a Dragon. Stevens tried to cut it off, couldn't. We got 21 seconds to go. Here come the Dragons up the far wall. McVeigh needs to push her to the corner. She does. Separates her from the puck momentarily. They're going to battle there. McVeigh comes up with the puck with 11 seconds to go. She sends it back to neutral ice. Dragons pick it up there. Dragons send it in with 4 to go. Claherty will bring it into the center of the zone. She's just going to hold it. And that'll do it for one. We've played one, and on an early goal by Makasenka, it is 1-0 Pens. And now for your intermission entertainment, I'll bring you Jen Shannon's Carnival Ride. You can see the fence here is just a little bit loose. And when she first sat down, we were afraid that she was going to fall between the fencing and the bleachers, which would cause tremendous laughter once we knew she wasn't fatally hurt. But Jen is having fun riding the fence over here on the back of the bleachers at Rink A of Big Boy Complex. And I will tell you, we could have used some of this heat this morning. We got a little bit too much heat right now, but it's definitely warm in here. So no music to contend with. It's quiet in the intermission, so we'll bring you the bench shot of the girls as we come out for period number 2. 37 of you on a Sunday. Championship game brings out the audience. So we'll go the opposite direction. The girls are still talking to Coach Attanucci as goaltender Howell's going to take the long skate to my left. Looks like we're going to start with Claherty, Makasenka, and Stevens again. Bukovic and Blinka back. 13 minutes, period number 2. 1-0 Pens. Stripes is checking with the tenders. And here we go. Comes over in the direction of Stevens. Stevens chips it up the wall into the zone. Dragons pick it up. Stevens tries to hold it there. She does momentarily. Claherty overskates it, and here they come the other way. Blinka's back. Blinka chipped it. Blinka can't chip it out. Now Bukovic will try to put it ahead to Claherty too far. They wave off the icing there, and the puck's in behind the net. Claherty's jumping, trying to get over there. Comes by everybody, and they wave that one off. As Bukovic races with a Dragon. Centering pass too far. Centering up to the point. Puck loose. Stevens picks it up. Oh, she can't carry it. And it bounces in offsides with 12:21 to go. And we'll get a wholesale change. Here comes the numerical line. Dixon, Mrazek, and Scarlatelli out with Bukovic and Blinka on the back end. So Scarlatelli steps in for this draw. Pushes it up the wall. Dragons push it in. Our girls can't clear it. Comes into the center of the zone. She's open. Shot. Goaltender Howe gloved that one. And 12:11 to go. We will get another draw. This will be in the near circle. To Howe's right. Your left on the screen. As Scarlatelli steps in for the draw. Back to the point. Pass cut off. Puck still loose, bouncing. Betzler chips it up the wall and out. Back to neutral ice. Dragons. Scarlatelli picks it. Scarlatelli up the far side. Now coming back into the center. Dixon got in her way and couldn't get the puck as Dixon in the Dragon battle. Now Mrazek up ahead to Dixon. Here comes Dixon. Dixon up the far side. Dixon gets hit, dumps it in deeper. Dragons have it in behind the net. Mrazek needs to go do some work there. Instead, they bounce the puck off the wall, and it comes by Betzler out at the point. Dragons down the near wall. Zivkovic needs to hurry. She gets there and disrupts the play. Scarlatelli picks it up. Scarlatelli plays with it in her feet, too far for Dixon. And the Dragons send it back the other way. Mrazek stopped it momentarily. Dixon did. Now the Dragons have it. They send it in, and they're going to be offsides. Second period's a period of the difficult change, and it leads to more offsides. And that's exactly what happened there, as the Dragons went in offsides. So we're going to face off in the far dot in front of the Dragons bench. Dragons come out of there with it. They still have it. Fan on the shot. Gaffney poked it away. Came out, went back in, and that will be offsides. Warner steps in. Dragons push it forward. Bukovic pushes it off the wall and out. Dragons have it back in their own end. Warner chasing. Round to the far side. Gets by Shannon under stripes. Up the far side around Blinka. Barkovich needs to hurry over there. Shot missed to the near side. Warner picks up the puck. Warner sends it. Gets stuck in the Dragon over to Gaffney. Gaffney skates it in, but Shannon was offsides. As Heather says, shame, shame, I know your name, in a second grade hockey cheer. So out comes Clardy with Makasink and Stevens for Zivkovic and McVeigh on the back end as Clardy steps in on this dot. Face off back to Zivkovic, who chips it off the wall. Clardy battles, but the Dragons pick it up. Needed a little more on that pass and didn't get it as McVeigh has it at the point. McVeigh will chip it out. McVeigh's going to skate it. She's got Clardy literally right behind her. Clardy waited for her. She drops it to Clardy. Clardy comes in with it. Clardy dances across. Tried to get it to Makasenka. Couldn't pull the trigger. She got it there. She couldn't pull the trigger as they battle along the wall. Stevens knocks it down. This time it will come out. Goes back in, and it's offsides. 10-11. We go to the dot in front of the Penguins bench. Get the clock back in sync. And this net at this end is off the moorings. So Stripes is going to go fix it. It's off the pole completely. Well, maybe not. Coach Eric astutely saw the net off the moorings and called for Stripes to go and take a look. As Stevens picks it up, Stevens shoots, misses near side. Clardy with a rebound, couldn't pull the trigger. Stevens sends it, couldn't get it in, it got blocked. Dragons have it behind the net now. Up the far wall, Zivkovic cheats in and stops it. Clardy, Stevens covers her up high. As Clardy joins the battle. Stevens chips it in. Zivkovic gets back to her point. Stevens comes out of there with it. Oh, tried to put it over to Clardy. She had room to skate it, and she didn't. And here they go, all right around Zivkovic. Up the far wall, Zivkovic recovered. Drop pass, shot. Howe knocked that to the end wall. In behind the net. Now it's Clardy. Here comes Clardy, neutral ice. Clardy up the near wall. Stripes in the way. Clardy coming in at her bad angle. She jumps, loses the puck. And Stevens tried to knock that down, couldn't. McVeigh fell down. Zivkovic needs to get over there. They dance right around Zivkovic. Shoot and score. High left on Howe. That was a series of unfortunate events as McVeigh fell down and Zivkovic could not recover. And they went right around both of them. And it's a tie game. McVeigh lost her edge and Zivkovic couldn't recover. And you can't give a team like this a breakaway because now it's 1-1 and it's a different hockey game. Numerical line out there. Blinka sends it up. Dixon. Scarlatelli's going to hustle. Scarlatelli chips it in behind the net now where Dixon's going to go pick it up. They're going to do some work back there. They're going to battle. Mrazek joins the battle. Dixon. Scarlatelli comes out of there with it, but the Dragons are going to pick it up on the half wall. Scarlatelli recovers and gets in position to stop it. As Dixon comes out of there with it, backhands it towards the net, misses far side, in behind the net now. Mrazek and Dixon attack, can't come out of there with it. Mrazek sends it in deeper for Dixon. Dixon throws it just over the net behind, and it's going to be up the half wall where Blinka's going to hold it momentarily, and now they step around it. And we got Betzler back, although Mrazek is hustling. They're going to shoot from there, and it's going to miss to the near side on Howe. Another shot missed to the far side on Howe. Dragons player jumped onto the bench, and now it's in the near corner. Barber won to the too many men. I didn't really see it, but he started yelling, and they're battling in the corner now. Up the half wall. They're dancing around everybody. Betzler stripped that player from the puck. Blinka's doing work behind the net. It comes free in front. Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli up the far side. She's going to turn and come into the middle. She's got Dixon trailing. Now up the near side. She's looking for somebody. She stopped, lost the puck. And Mrazek's going to battle right here in front of me. Dragons are going to send it in the other way. It's going to go all the way down Blinka. Blinka's going to pick it up, take it around behind the net. Blinka up to the point. Dixon can't chip it out. Dragons hold. Pass Blinka behind the net, Betzler. Betzler will pick it up there, reversed her. No, she brings it up the near wall. Two Dragons there. Dragons have it at the point. They send it in deeper. Gets past Betzler. Dragon has it behind the net. You're going to get a bad angle shot. It was about 10 feet in the air into the far corner. Scarlatelli will pick this one up. And this time it does come out. as Dixon's just out of gas and can't catch up to it. She has it on the near wall. She dropped it, and they're going to call it offsides. Because I think Dixon overskated it and it trailed her into the zone. So it's 7-10 in the second. It's 1-1 as the junior Nucci's implore the Pens to do more. And here come the Dragons. They get around McVeigh, but she separated that player from the puck momentarily. Centering pass. Howe got her goaltending equipment down. Puck's still loose. It's still loose in front. And they bang it in. Howe had absolutely no idea where that puck was. She thought she had it. When she didn't have it, they kept banging. And I'm not sure if Howe's hurt or just upset or what, but she's bent over at the waist. I think she's just dejected. As they're going to stay with this line. They gave up a goal. Just couldn't get it off the doorstep. And the dirty word momentum is changing as Warner picks it up. Warner comes up the near side. Warner puts a shoulder into the girl. Warner backhands it. It goes behind the net. Now Warner's still battling. She's holding her stick, no call. Warner's still battling. They hold the point. Warner throws it down deeper. Shannon needs to go join the battle. She doesn't. Warner pushes that player off it. Warner's still battling. Warner's still battling. Bukovic joins it. Now Shannon engages, and the Dragons come out the back end with it. They send it across into the center, and they get around McVeigh. This is going to turn into another breakaway. And Howe made that save as McVeigh slid into the net behind her. So we'll get a face-off here in the near circle. Makasenka, Stevens, and Clardy come out. Barber bangs the blocker. We need this line to step up. It's 2-1 Dragons, 6:15 to go. Second period. A lot of hockey left to play, but we need this line to step up and do something right now. Clardy pushes it forward. Dragons back in it towards the net. Clardy can't get it out. It's still loose. This time it's going to be Betzler. Betzler's going to skate it. She's going to dump it, and that's going to turn into an icing. Instead of passing it, she dumped it, and it turns into an icing. So we'll go to the far circle. 6 minutes even to go. And stick with Clardy, Stevens, and Makasenka as Clardy skates in. Face off into the corner. Clardy comes out with it, takes it behind the net. Clardy around the wall. Stevens is going to go try to dig it out. She can't get there. Dragons pick it up. This time it's going to be Stevens. Stevens is just going to dump it, and this is going to turn into an icing. Not sure I understand the dump it theory at this point of the game, but that's what they're doing, and we end up back down here for another draw as they keep dumping it down for the icing. Now it's going to be the same line, Clardy, Stevens, Makasenka. All they're doing is skating up and down the ice after an icing call. As the Dragons come out of there with that one. Stevens recovers, takes it behind the net. Stevens gets separated, it comes in front. Now to the point, we're going to get a shot from the point off Stevens' glove, in behind the net. They have it behind the net. They throw it right in front of the goal mouth. Stevens puts it to Howe. Howe couldn't cover it. Shot from there. Loose in front. Howe can't cover it. It's still loose. They're beating and banging. And it goes over to the half wall. Makasenka overskates. Dragons still have it. They throw it off the side of the net in behind. In the near corner. Our girls are flat right now. Goes into the far corner. Dragons win that foot race. They chip it by Zivkovic. Stevens sends it back to the point, but not out. Shot from the point. Knocked down by a Dragon. They have it at point blank range. They turn. They shoot. It bounces around the goal mouth. It's loose in front. Howe still doesn't have it covered. It's loose behind the goal line now. Dragons are going to chip it up the near wall. Betzler. Stevens is in there. Dragons still have it. Betzler throws it up the wall. Dragons still have it behind that net. Somebody needs to get over there and get it and actually skate it out and not dump it. Stevens ahead. Dragons touch it. That'll negate the icing as Clardy picks it up. Clardy chips it. Doesn't go in. Stevens chips it. Back to Zivkovic. Zivkovic turns it over. Oh, she recovered it. Now Makasenka has it center ice. Makasenka stripped. Here come the Dragons the other way. Looked offsides to me, but they held it outside the zone. Makasenka stripped it. Here comes Makasenka. She loses the puck. Stevens overskates. Down the near wall for Betzler. Betzler chips it back ahead to Stevens. Stevens loses it to a Dragon, but they are going to be offsides with 4:06. Get a wholesale change. Come here to the dot. Scarlatelli. Dragons win the draw, knock it in. Our girls chip it out, and the Dragons take it off Scarlatelli. They're waiting for that zone to clear. It does. They dump it down the far wall. Blinka. Blinka sends it back to neutral ice to a Dragon. Scarlatelli chipped it. She picks it up. Here she comes up the near wall. Goes into the corner. Dixon's going to have to go do some work. Dixon loses it to a Dragon behind the net. The Dragons just want these disputed pucks a little more than we do right now. And you can definitely see it as they're coming up around Blinka. Scarlatelli pokes it to the corner. No, I'm sorry, Bukovic. That was Bukovic poked it to the corner. Dixon can't get that puck out. They send it in deeper. Blinka behind the net for Bukovic. Bukovic turns. Bukovic's going to go the other way. Up the wall. Still can't get it out. They hold the point. Shot. Bouncing puck. Miss near side. Bukovic. She can't chip it out. Scarlatelli chips it out this time. And here's Dixon. Dixon down the near wall. Dixon drops it. Scarlatelli pushes. Goes in on the net. And Bukovic can't hold it. She has to wait for the zone to clear. Bukovic sends it across the blue line. And Mrazek couldn't pick it up, but now Blinka will. Blinka sends it ahead, knocked down by a Dragon. Scarlatelli bumps. They bang, they beat, they bump. Dixon bangs, beats, and bumps. Scarlatelli ends up on the ice. Dragons send it in. Mrazek can't control it. Mrazek loses it to a Dragon. This Dragon falls down in front, gets a shot off from her knees. Bukovic picks it up. Bukovic up the near wall. Bukovic tried to put it in the center to Dixon, too far. Dragons tip it back around Dixon. They center it for this Dragon coming down the near wall. She's going to turn, stop, shoot, knocked down by Mrazek. In behind the net, Blinka. Blinka still chipping, ahead to Dixon. Dixon leaves it for Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli has some room if she hurries. Scarlatelli rips a shot high over the goalie in the near corner. 2 minutes in the second period. Dragons pick it up. Back to McVeigh. McVeigh sends it through center ice to Dixon. Dixon has Shannon. But Warner had just jumped on, and that's going to be an offsides. The second period is the period of the difficult change. And that'll do it. Shannon, Gaffney, and Warner. McVeigh and Zivkovic. Puck dances along the blue line. Dragons are going to pick that up. And we'll come down the near wall. Centering pass. Puck loose. Howe didn't get that covered up, and now Warner has it on the far wall. Warner with Shannon ahead. Shannon slows, lets Warner get past her. Warner up the far wall. Warner still digging. Warner still digging, loses the puck in the corner. And here come the Dragons the other way with 1:27 to go. Zivkovic poking. Girl stops in the corner, centers it, goes behind the net. Dragons still have it. Bukovic took it off of that Dragon. Now McVeigh. McVeigh, too far for Warner. As the Dragons pick it up in front of the Penguins bench and send it the other way. And they have their own challenges with the change, and that'll be an offsides. So we're going to come back here with 1:07 to go. Stevens, Clardy, Makasenka come out. Betzler and Blinka back. Let's see what happens here. 1:07. Clardy with the draw along the blue line. Dragons poke it. Poke it back to Clardy. Clardy sends it along the red line. Here she comes. Clardy gains the zone. Makasenka was offsides. As the little Nucci's implore the big Nucci's. Clardy's going to step in for another draw. 57 left. She wins it back towards Betzler. Betzler tips it back. Oh, Betzler turned it over. In behind the net. Blinka's going to go battle. Blinka sends it up the wall. Can't get it out. Dragons. Stevens can't get it out. Oh, it comes across. This girl's wide open. Hits Howe high. Howe didn't know where it was as Stevens cleaned up the mess. They battle behind the net. Zivkovic's down. They send it over. This girl's open. Blinka got over and disturbed that shot. Stevens battling behind the net, sends it around the wall, but nobody's up there to clean it up, and it comes to the point. This time it's going to be Betzler. Betzler sends it ahead. Claherty's going to go battle below stripes. Claherty comes out of there with it. Claherty gains some space. Claherty missed to the far side. Puck goes up the half wall, and Blinka held it, threw it in, but it's going to be to a Dragon. And with 5 seconds to go, that'll do it for this period. So we played 2. Dragons are up by 1. We'll go to the third of this championship game with your Penns Elite girls down 2-1. I'll be back. All right, we come out for the third. Hal takes the long skate to the right. Looks like we're going to start with the numerical line of Dixon, Mrazek, Scarlatelli. And I got a Dixon, Mrazek, and Scarlatelli sitting in front of me here, cheering them on. They drop it. Scarlatelli ahead to Dixon. Dixon up the near wall, throws it behind the net. And the Dragons pick it up there. Comes around to the point where the Dragons are going to keep coming with it. McVeigh has to turn, stops that player. Dixon backhands it. Thought that came out, but it didn't. Shot. Howe gloves that one. And with 12:34, we're going to get a face-off in that far circle. Warner, Gaffney, Shannon. Dick Bukovich and looks like McVeigh back. Warner takes the draw, ends up on the dot. Dragons push it behind the net. Bukovich throws it around. Shannon needs to go do some work. Dragons push it deeper. They center it. They can't get a shot off as McVeigh tangled up with the Dragon there. They send it in front of the net. Net's off the moorings. And they're going to get a call. We're going to get a face-off to the right of goaltender Howe. Warner's going to step in and take it. She kicks it off the dot. Dragons come out of there with it. This Dragons player turns, sends it towards the net. Betzler clears it into the corner. Zivkovic battles, loses it. Dragons have it right in front of goaltender Howe. It goes through the goal mouth. Warner will pick it up. Hopefully Colleen skates this one out. She gets it out, chips it. They wave off the icing on a tip. And the Dragons pick it up behind their own net in reverse direction. Shannon's over there, but they caught her on the wrong foot, and it goes to the wall. This time it's going to come out. Here come the Dragons. Around Betzler. Could turn into a breakaway, but it was a little too quick. And that's going to trickle all the way down as Claherty jumps on the ice. Loose in front. Claherty will pick this one up. Shannon and Gaffney. Gaffney will get to the bench. That'll let Makasenka come out. As Claherty loses the puck. Shannon picks it up, sends it over to Makasenka. Makasenka bounces it up to Claherty. Claherty forgot to come out of the zone. And that's an offsides. So now Stevens comes out with Claherty. We got Stevens, Claherty, Makasenka, Blinka, Bukovich. I like this combination. As Claherty sends it back to Bukovich. Bukovich tried to put it up to Stevens, couldn't get it there. This time it goes through neutral ice. Bukovich will go over there and battle on the wall. Dragons are going to have it in deeper as Bukovich keeps battling along the wall. Stevens overskated. Claherty chips. Dragons come out of there with it. Dragons shoot, miss to the far side. And comes over here to the wall where Makasenka's going to go do some work. They send it in deeper. Now it's going to be Blinka. Blinka to Stevens. Stevens chipped it. It's going to come out. Clardy's going to go fight for it over there. She jumps, loses the puck. Comes past Stevens to Bukovic. Bukovic turns. She's going to take it all the way around. She's going to reverse direction. Backhand up the wall, but she's going to get a bad bounce, and it's going to end up in the feet of Stevens, who sends it up. Can't get it out. Clardy chips it out this time. Makasenka overskates. She's now in the zone. They're going to wait for her to get out. As Blinka cheats up. Blinka chips it in. Stevens covers her back. They drop it off for Clardy coming through the center of the zone. Clardy loses the puck. Clardy picks it up, whacks it towards the goalie. She sends it in behind. No Penguin anywhere near there to do anything with the rebound as Stevens goes over and holds it against the wall. Makasenka behind the net, looking for Clardy, hit the goalie. Clardy comes out of there with it, can't get it in front. Clardy sends it in front again, goalie knocks it away. Clardy sends it through the goal mouth, Bukovic. Bukovic steps up, throws it in front, but a Dragon's going to knock that down. Bukovic holds the point. She golfs it down the bench, but there's so much snow there, it doesn't go anywhere as it comes through Stevens' legs. And here comes a Dragon. As Blinka tries to poke that to the corner, and she does. 9:42 to go. As the puck's loose in the corner. Blinka battles a girl twice her size. Oh, Stevens with a turnover, missed to the far side. And it goes up the wall where Bukovic is going to go chip at it, but not get it by the point. This time it goes down into the corner. Clardy will pick it up. Clardy backhands off the wall, and Bukovic just looked at it as they skate in. Goaltender Howe had to knock that one down. Rebound. They're going to go around the backside. Howe gets that one covered up. And the girls have officially lost their way. They look lost right now. As Tana agrees with me. We go to the numerical line. We need somebody to get a spark here. We have not had a spark. Comes in front, loose, back to the top of the zone. Going to get a shot from there. Bouncing puck, misses far side. McVeigh chips it up the wall, but that's not going to do it. We're too good on the point. We've got to get it past them, and we don't. We keep chipping it up the wall. As Zivkovic picks it up. Now Zivkovic's going to try to chip it up the wall. She falls down. The Dragons come out of there with the puck. Right into the center of the zone shot. And thankfully Ashley gloved that one as another bad turnover in the corner led to a scoring opportunity for the Dragons. So here comes Warner, Gaffney, and Shannon. As we get some changes on the front end for the Pens. Warner's played a spirited weekend. Tana's imploring Kylie to do more. That puck's loose in front. A couple of good saves by Howe. And we chip it up the wall again, and they hold the point. That came in on Howe. She poked it to the corner. Now Zivkovic's just going to chip it up the wall again, and it's not going to come out. We've got to skate this puck out. They're too good at the point. But we continue to try the same things. Puck comes through, back to the point. Bouncing puck. Howe covers that one up. We're going to get another draw with 8:17 to go. Clardy, Stevens, and Makasenka come out. Blinka and Metzler back. We need these girls to find something with 8 minutes to go. Remember, we're playing for the generic pit medal with the tournament-specific sticker on the back. As Clardy takes the draw. This is loose on the doorstep. Stevens cleans it up. Stevens whips it around, but it's not going to get out again. Too good on the point. Stevens knocked that one down. Clardy will skate this one. Clardy will get it out. She's going to go up the far wall. She's going to get separated from the puck. Stevens is going to pick it up. She's going to get separated from the puck. Blinka up to Makasenka. Makasenka turning, looking for somebody. She throws it into the zone. It bounces in on the goalie. Goalie's going to send it into the near corner, where they need to go do some work, and nobody seems willing to do it. So the puck goes below the end line. Makasenka lost a twig. They send it up to the point. Blinka holds. Blinka throws it to a Dragon, who summarily, oh no, Makasenka comes out of there with it. Makasenka shoots. Bouncing puck, it got deflected into the near corner. We're going to get a penalty on the Dragons. See if Eric's going to call his timeout. Now he's going to send out the numerical line. Thought he might call a timeout to get these girls some wind and let them stay out there. But instead, we're going to get a penalty on the Dragons. 90 seconds. And Scarlatelli, Dixon, Mrazek, Bukovic, and Zivkovic. 7:23. Over to Mrazek. Mrazek throws it towards the net, goes in behind the net. Dixon tries to center, can't. His team just plays good positional, defensive, disciplined hockey. And now they clear it down, and that'll be an icing. 7:11 to go. Face off in the near circle. Minute 18 to go in the penalty.
Let's go,
Into the corner. Dragons send it up the point. Zivkovic can't hold. And the EYHA coaches are livid about something. Scarlatelli overskated. Bukovic. Scarlatelli. Mrazek has to wait for Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli was out, but they called it offsides. Now the EYHA coaches chirping the ref. Ref's chirping back. Back to Bukovic. Bukovic up the wall to Warner. Warner battles, loses the puck. Makasenka comes out of there with it. Makasenka skates across, drops it for Warner. Warner on the near side. Warner up the near circle, needs some help. Nobody's joining her. Warner loses it to a Dragon behind the net. They send it up the wall. Bukovic chips it in deeper. Makasenka didn't even see it. Makasenka comes out of there with it. Across top of the zone, shoots, misses badly to the near side. As they're going to bounce it up the wall, Zivkovic holds. Sends it off a Dragon. Now she turns it over to a Dragon. And they're going to ice it. And with 6 minutes even, 7 seconds of the penalty, we'll come back down here. They're going to bring out Stevens, Claherty. No, Stevens, Scarlatelli, and Gaffney now. They got the lines all jumbled up. Trying to get a spark, changing the players around. Gaffney and Betzler, or McVeigh and Betzler on the back end. Stevens playing center now. Stevens wants that puck. Stevens with the screen. Gaffney bounced over to her. She couldn't get a stick on it. Gaffney fans on it. Gaffney along the wall. Loses it to a Dragon. Here they come up the wall. Into the center. Betzler chips it away. They send it back to McVeigh. McVeigh sends it up the wall. Stevens can't quite get there, and they send it in deep on Howe. Over into the near far corner. Where Betzler's going to chip it up the wall for Gaffney, which ends up in the hands of a Dragon. Now Stevens has it. Here comes Stevens. Stevens chips it over to Gaffney, who loses it to a Dragon on the red line. McVeigh skates it ahead and out. Dragons are going to pick that up. Stevens whacks at it. Betzler escaped by her and deeper, and McVeigh's going to go do some work. Stevens didn't see it. Scarlatelli will pick it up behind the net. Now the Dragons take it off of her, and they're going to come around, player open in front. They throw it off the side of the goal mouth. It's still loose in front. Puck comes out to the point. They're going to get a shot from there. McVeigh's going to send it out with 4:50 to go. Dragons in the corner. They continue to battle. Pushing, they're shoving. No call. They're still elbowing Scarlatelli in the head, no call. Now Stevens will come out of there with it. Stevens to the wall, loses it. Stevens is going to send it. It's going to end up on the crease, so no icing. As Scarlatelli's going to go chase it down. Stevens will pick it up on the near point. She overskates it. Dragons pick it up and come back the other way. Claherty's going to pick it up in the corner with 4 minutes to go, 4:14. Claherty's going to send it up the wall to Dixon. It comes out, at least momentarily. When they send it back in, they're going to be offsides with 4:06 to go. So we'll go to the dot in front of the Penguins bench. 4:06. And have trouble with the clock there. Puck loose, top of the zone. Dragons player skating across. Dixon picks it up. Here comes Dixon the other way. Dixon coming up the near side, dumps it. Dragons pick it up. Claherty skates in. Claherty can't stop it. Blinka stands the player up. Mrazek with the puck. Mrazek chips it across. And the Dragons are going to send it back the other way. Bukovic. Now Blinka. Blinka sends it for Dixon. Dixon Dixon dumps it into the corner, but she has to go chase it. Nobody does. As the Dragons come around the other way. Blinka's on the point. She steers it that way, but the Dragons are going to step in and chip it by Blinka. Now Clardy can't handle it as the puck comes back through neutral ice to the Dragons. Dragons top of the ice to Bukovic. Bukovic reverses to Dixon. Dixon gets separated from the puck. Clardy loses the puck, turns, picks it back up, dances around one player. Dixon can't pick it up. Comes back to neutral ice Zivkovic. Zivkovic throws it down the wall, but Dixon chips it in deeper. Nobody chases it. Dragons pick it up behind the net. Clardy gets in there to battle. Mrazek battles. Zivkovic cheats by her, and Betzler's going to regroup with 2:40. Betzler up the wall, into the zone. Dragons reverse. Shannon can't hold. Mrazek can't get it through to Shannon. And we're going to get Makasenka coming out here with Shannon and Warner. Zivkovic sends it ahead. Now Betzler. Betzler to Warner, too far. They send it back the other way. Betzler ahead to Makasenka. Makasenka up the near wall. Makasenka throws it on net. Goaltender knocks that down and covers it. 2:04. Time is becoming our enemy. As the little Nucci's cheer for the big Nucci's. Makasenka's going to step in and take this one. They have it deep, the Dragons do. Makasenka applies some pressure. Around the backside, Zivkovic. Zivkovic chopping. Betzler cut that one off, but immediately lost it. Dragons up the far wall. Into the near corner. Zivkovic's going to cheat it up the wall for Shannon. Shannon's going to golf it out. Makasenka can't pick it up, and as the Dragons send it in, they will be offsides with 1:35 to go. Let's face off here, Makasenka, Warner, and Shannon. Looks like we're going to get a timeout. 1:35 to go. We're going to get Shannon, Warner, and Makasenka, Bukovic, and McVeigh with 1:35 to go. They chip it in. McVeigh chips it back out. Dragons chip it back in, but they are offsides. Come back to this dot. 1:28. Makasenka again. Makasenka pushes it back, but the Dragons corral it, send it up the far wall into the corner. And McVeigh picks it up. McVeigh sends it up the wall, but not out. Warner overskates. They poke it back to the point. Dragons are going to hold it. Bukovic blocked that shot. Howe covered that one up, and we're going to get another face-off with 1:10 to go. Time is our enemy at this point. And if we can't get the puck out of our own end, we can't exactly pull the goalie. So here comes Scarlatelli, Stevens, and Clardy. With Zivkovic and Betzler. As Clardy put it to the wall. Dragons send it in behind the net where Zivkovic's going to go pick it up. Zivkovic's going to just send it up the wall, turn it over to a Dragon who sends it in deeper. And it's going to go around behind Clardy. Dragons pick it up there. Clardy chips it by. Clardy can't get it. Here comes Stevens. Stevens with the puck. Stevens coming into the zone. Stevens gains the zone, loses it in the corner. Tried to center it, couldn't get it through. Zivkovic tries to hold, does, gets it over to Scarlatelli. And they're going to bring it back to center. Net empty, 41 seconds. Zivkovic. Zivkovic dumps it, and that's going to be an icing. No, they wave it off. Dixon. Dixon picks it up. It's around to the point. They chip it by Betzler. Clardy needs to hurry, 25 seconds to go. She turns it over to a Dragon. Comes in front, they can't score. Here comes Dixon the other way, 19 seconds. Dixon's coming. Dixon loses the puck. Zivkovic skates up. Dixon tries to dump it, can't. They throw it back the other way with 10 to go. Stevens. Stevens skating. Stevens loses the puck on the blue line. 3 seconds to go. Stevens. That shot's blocked, and that's going to do it. So the girls will finish second in the Great Lakes Girls Fest on a game where they just didn't have any energy. So I'll bring you the handshake and at least our medals, and then I'll probably drop off. We fall 2-1. So now Pip will give out the generic medals with the tournament-specific stickers on the back. We'll bring you some Penguins medal action, and then we'll wrap it up and call it a day. Here from Detroit for the long drive home. Not sure the speaker system's going to be real great in this arena, but I'll hold the mic out. You get what you get.
On behalf of Premier Ice Prospects, we would like to thank all the players, coaches, and parents for attending this year's Great Lakes Girls Fest. A big round of applause for both the EYHA Lady Dragons and the Pittsburgh Penguins Elite for making it the 12U Championship game. We have 2 players in the game. The first one from the Pittsburgh Penguins Elite, the Dunkin' Donut player in the game, is Kylie Kuzka.
Kylie Hakuna Matata.
And your Sweetgrass MVP from the EYHA Lady Dragons is number 40, Quinn Basinski. At this time, we'd like to recognize your finalists, the Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Number 3, Madeline Barber. 16, Caitlin Holt. Number 20, Colleen Warner. Number 23, Mari McVeigh. Number 31, Isabella Buckabeck. Number 33, Ashley Howe. Number 44, Mia Gaffney. Number 67, Aubrey Winka. Number 71, Alina Clory. Number 72, Allie Zipkovic. Number 77, Addison Stevens. Number 82, Kendall Betzler. And number 93, Paige Shannon. Once again, a big round of applause for this year's finalists. And now we would like to congratulate your 12 new Great Lake Girls Fest champions, the EYHA Lady Dragons.
All right, so that'll do it here from Detroit with the Great Lakes Girls Fest. We came up a little short in the championship game, but I'll be with you the next time your 12U PPE Girls Attanucci team is in action.